It is finally time for our first Speed or Character Unlock video in 2 whole months, right? We had Leto back in August, now we've got Ghost Girl Emma in October, and she's bringing with us some very cool cards via gate drops, right? For Altergeist, 2 very usable cards. First of all, we have got the Altergeist Hextia, a Link 2 Spell or Trap Negate, very, very cool. Then we've got the Manifestation, which is a Reborn, and it also recurs a trap card when it's in the graveyard, so a very usable card, very, very cool. But the big thing is, how good are our level war cards? How many UR tickets does she have? Because he's a speed character. Of course, 7's characters, we get a skill ticket, which I like. But speed characters, they get URSR tickets. And so, let's see. So first up, we've got level 3, we've got Altergeist Fiji Alert, a level 4 effect monster. When an Altergeist Link is summoned to your side of the field, target another Link on the field, special this card to zone this card points to. Also, treat that monster as an Altergeist. This is fine, but I don't think you'll play it. Right, because I think in your deck, this doesn't work because your Geists are already Altergeist, you can't actually target them to make them become an Altergeist, and so it's mainly target an opponent's card. And right now in Duel Links, what Link decks are there, right? Sure, we might see Crusader pop off with Avemax, we might see Deco come back, right, with Firewall Dragon and the Cyber's Clock Dragon, but beyond that, and like Rockets as well, but against other matchups, if it does work this way, then I don't think this is that great, but it's an extender, so this might be fine, right? Going for Link 2, you summon this, you can then make your big Link 3 from the main box. It seems cool, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be that great in Duel Links at the moment. Then we've got at level 7, of course, our first URSR ticket. Oh boy, it's been a while, right, since we've seen this one. It's kind of nostalgic in a way, right? Being 2 months since we've seen one of these in this kind of context, but that is our first one. Not a great look so far. Then we've got at level 10, ooh, multi-fake, okay. So, this is like the best card deck has, right? If you play a trap, summon this from your hand, then you can summon Altergeist from your deck, which is just great. It's a once per turn, you're then locked into Geist, which is fine. This card is fantastic, giving you either defensive plays on your opponent's turn, or, on your turn, more material for your Link 2, Link 3. Just a very good card. Then we've got the trap card Failover, a continuous trap card, okay. If another card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, special Altergeist from your hand, okay, that seems fine-ish. If it was the graveyard, probably a bit better. Banish this card from your graveyard, target a Geist from your graveyard, recur it. Okay. This I don't think we'll see play. I think you'd rather play things like your Paleozoics, right? Canadia, or the Dynamiscus from the box would be way better than just playing another summon, at least right now. So I think for free-to-play players, it's probably fine, but for a proper, pure Altergeist deck, right, it probably isn't going to be the best card to play. Then we've got at level 14, our second URSR ticket. Okay, that's 2. Kunkiri. Okay, so this card you only play 1 of, I think, and it's a free summon when your opponent declares an attack, so it's kind of like a Balan Box of Veil. It negates the attack, and when it's summoned, you negate the effects of 1 card on your opponent's side of the field, for as long as this card is on the field. And so, this can really be a very powerful card. I don't think you play more than 1, and so if we don't get more than 1, it's kind of fine, but if we don't get more than 1, then I think you can see what they're going to do. Right, when we get a VRAINS level 40, then maybe we'll get 2nd and 3rd copies of this. It would just kind of make sense, right? Then we've got, at level 18, sorry, the second Faker. Okay, 2 is very good. If we get 3, that's bonkers. Then we've got a 3rd URSR ticket. Okay, missing 1 entire playset of cards for this. Not great. Then we've got a 2nd copy of the Fiji Alert. Okay, very cool. A 2nd of the Trap. We've got a 4th URSR ticket. Oh boy, a 3rd Fiji Alert and a 3rd copy of the Trap, so 2 copies of Faker, 1 copy of Kunkiri, which I think is fine given that's all you play. Is this that great for card-wise though? No, I think you could have replaced one of these tickets at minimum with another card, right, and it would have been way better, but it's not that bad, and you are going to use these cards in Geist, and so it's fine. I'm fine with this, a bit disappointed, but overall, card-wise, they're good cards. They could have boxed this Faker, right? They could have boxed the Faker. However, if you want this card prismatic, then you're going to have to pay gems to Konami when they do bring out the campaign for it, and so they kind of win either way. But now we've got her skills, and so this is where things are really going to matter. So, first of all, we've got the one that comes with the starter deck, the Ghost in Cyberspace, giving you a Prime Banshee in your extra deck for free. Okay, that's fine. This is a once per turn monster move, and so the purpose is because this card, your Link 2, all of effects that kind of work with the arrow it points to, and so if you either haven't got a card in the zone it points to, or you want to free up the zone, this will be good, but you've got to run all spellcaster, which is fine, but also you you can't play any spells, and so for a control deck, you kind of want access to those cards, and so this might be not the best skill to run. Then we've got Autogeist Booster, which is a 50 attack point buff for every trap card in your graveyard, which is probably going to be better actually than the standard buff skill, but it just, again, depends on the number of traps, right? And so you're probably playing, what, 6 or 7 Autogeist trap cards in your deck, and so this won't be very good. Then we've got Preparations, which is going to be a draw sense for your trap cards. Okay, twice per duel, that's fine. Autogeist Trade is another draw sense, but for an Autogeist monster, by returning continuous trap card from your field to the deck. This is a cool way of doing it. I think it's fine, given you can then technically go and then search out for your Marionetta, play Marionetta, set the card you sent back. That does work out, right? Then we've got Draw Reserves, a skill for Zuzu, Sora, and Ghost Scout. Okay, low-level Draw Sense, level Tuning, we've got Life Charge, Link Arrow Gain, Link Booster, Life Point Boost Alpha, so the generic stuff. But then the two big skills, first of all, is Personal Spoofing, can be used if you have an Autogeist Link in your zone. Set 1 Spoofing from outside your deck. Now, this card is available as a Limit 1 card in the card trader. I don't think it should be Limit 1, because guys kind of want access to your 1-for-1, and so having this and that of Limit 1 is a little bit weird. Now, what it does do is give the deck some real searchability, right? It lets you trade in an Autogeist card in your hand or field for another one from your deck, which is very, very powerful, and so it's kind of like the skill, but in a card, so I can get why it's Limit 1 for now. In the future, I imagine it'll go to 2. That just kind of makes sense, but this got some big restrictions, right? You can't link summon until you use it, and also the card can't be used until you set it. And so it's weird, right? You've got the Code Toggle skill that gives you a code alive, right, to be used in the same turn, but this can't. It's a bit weird in terms of like how they want skills to work. Then finally, we've got Secret Cure, which is her anime skill, kind of. Can be used turn 4 onward before your normal draw by excavating the top 3 cards off your deck at maximum. Add the first ones you find to your hand, then return other cards into your deck. Then, return 1 card from your hand to the deck and increase the life points of both you and your opponents by attacking the monster added to your hand. This is fine, and I think this skill will be changed to get rid of that return 1 card, kind of like the Rocket skill had as well. Originally it was return 1 card back to the deck to get your boost deck to launch, now it's kind of for free, and so I think in the future, this will be changed in the same way. And there's a restriction, but it's fine, right? It's kind of like balance in that you need 7 guys at minimum, and then the same amount of trap cards, and so it does restrict deck building in a way, but I think it's fine given you are going to play your Paleozoics, you are going to play your other good back row, and you are, in this deck you are removed from playing Limit 3s and Limit 1s, right? Because you have got the You Are in the Box Limit 3, and so you might get away with playing like 1 or 2 of that, and then playing a big back row. That could work. But overall, I think Ghost Skull is a fine character. I think it's a bit of a highlight to have a good level of rewards, right? To have good gate drops and decent enough skills, but hopefully there's not a better skill in another character, because then we've got a Blue Angel situation. And it took Konami a good couple of months to give Blue Angel a skill that worked with her cards rather than having it on Playmaker, and so hopefully that's not the same again. But you might find that playing, 3 effects might be better than playing any of these. That could just be the case, right? With no restrictions, but a good skill, that might be the case. So we'll see, but overall, I'm fairly happy. Now, am I going to the brand new box? I don't know. It's a bit expensive, right? I'm not sure what I want from that box. I want to test Autogeist as well and see if I enjoy them. But, yeah, big day for Duel Links. I'll see you all in the next video for the upcoming updates. Hopefully going to be a bit of a banger. So, I'll see you then. Adios.